Morning, welcome to these daily videos. It is a cold and rainy day, at least right now here while I'm filming this. But I got some messages for you, and then we are going to read from the book Breaking Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, which I love that book, such a good book. So let's get started. Starting your day in a conscious way, really knowing you're the creator, the director, and the star of your life. Making sure you are that. And also you get to choose how you experience your day because you have all the power within you. All right, the card, I did the Enchanted Map deck, so I'm doing a couple different decks now. And this one, the card I pulled is Stormfields, number 9 now. In one of our readings recently, we got, I think, two tower cards, two destruction cards, and here's another one. So it really is just the universe, God source is just completely telling us again what we're going through, the chaos that we are going through, the destruction to build the new, the old things dying so that the new can begin, whether it's within ourselves, whether it's and it's all happening. We are all one, and we're seeing it reflected in all areas within ourselves, within our collective environment, our country, our world, the cosmos, right? Things are changing so fast now. I'm 61. And so we have not really seen this many changes in our whole entire life. And that's the way it's going to be now in the next few years, for sure. Well, in the next years to come, but the next few years too, we're going to see extreme changes. So this is why the messages are like this. We need to get ready for it. We need to work on ourselves to become that strong, solid, stable person within ourselves to be able to handle whatever's happening on the outside. Whatever's happening on the outside, we need to remember that it's happening for our best good, even when it doesn't feel like it. And that's kind of what this says. It says things that you've left unattended may cause some conflict. Pent-up energy needs to be released. Just as a storm in nature must break for these events to occur, when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up, it creates temporary disorder. And opposing forces, man, have we seen how things have been divided. Things need to really stir up to come back together again. So not all storms are destructive, right? They're talking about how in nature, the wind and the rains and all that enable the seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or around us will benefit us later. And it is hard because we can't really maybe see that now, but we need to remember everything's happening for us, and that the old must die for the new to be here, to grow, to be nurtured, for us to accept the new. So don't hold on so tightly to the past. We need to be open and ready for newness and things to get better, because that's what we desire. You choose your reality. You choose your future. And I love this card from the Ascended Masters book. This one is Go Now. It says Go Now. And the Ascended Master is Serpius Bay. It is time for you to go, either away from a toxic situation or towards something desirable. This card signals that it is a right time to make your move. The conditions are ripe and perfect, and the universe is poised to support you, which it always is, when it feels right in your heart and soul. When you are continually being called, having those nudges, it's time to make that move. It could be quitting your job, leaving a relationship, moving to a new place, whatever it is. This is your sign. It's time to take action on it. And then I love this next card. It's Power of Joy. It's just such a joyful card. And this is about to find your desired outcome, follow the path of joy. And what they say, always, which I know sometimes it's hard, follow your bliss. Because sometimes it's like just sitting in a room and just being me, or having a nap, or just walking in nature is my bliss. But what is that? Well, how does that help me, really? It's hard for us to see, but it changes your frequency and your energy. And our frequency and our energy is how we attract things to us, right? If we want to attract positive, amazing, wonderful things, those are higher frequencies. So if we're in a lower frequency, we will not attract them. So it's again about being Our life that we desire is here. We're in a lower frequency here. We're just going to pass in the night. We're never going to meet. So we have to continually bring ourselves up to meet, and then we will meet it. So that's kind of what it says. That's what they mean by follow your joy, follow your bliss. The more you can be in that positive state, and it requires us to change our beliefs to I'm now believing that, I'm now choosing that my life's going to be different in the future. I'm now choosing different thoughts, different beliefs, different actions, different habits. I'm moving forward in a way that feels really good to me and my body, knowing, and I'm practicing listening to my intuition. All of that goes together, right? It's not just make believe and pretending you're in a high frequency. You actually have to change who you are inside and your being, which is what we're working on every day here. The joy that comes from your hobbies give you extra energy. So that again, I always start out, I always do something creative. You know me, I make necklaces, I make jewelry. I find things to do that bring me joy. And so that's how easy it can be even just to get started. Be in that more. Start adding some of that into your daily life. It doesn't have to be just about work, cleaning, going to bed, preparing food, eating food, all of that day after day. Because that is not a good vibe, and that's only going to keep you in the same. So you need to start something new. You need to move towards more of what brings you joy. So remember that. That's what this card's calling you to do. All right, let's look into the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. What are we talking about today? Stress. That is right. This book I have highlighted. Almost every page has highlighted stars, asterisks, bold. So really it's that what he's saying here is that we have the ability to turn off or on our fight or flight, even by like our stress response, even by just thinking about a situation. Animals, when they feel threatened, they go into fight or flight. Their adrenal glands push out tons of adrenaline energy. They can run fast and furious, get away. Then they're away from their prey. Then they completely relax. Humans don't tend to do that. We will stay in a stress response. And it's just saying again that staying in that stress response, it decreases your health. Like it blunts your hormone production, lowers your immune system. It leaves you so you're not creative. You can't problem solve. It affects all the organs of your body. It causes inflammation in your body. It causes toxic chemicals to be released within your body. So we need to really get to that where I need to find time each day to walk out in nature, to breathe, to just sit and ground, even 5-10 minutes to breathe, relax, let go. Notice how your body's feeling, release that stress response. If you're putting the bulk of your energy towards some issue in your external environment, what will be left for your body's internal environment, right? Your immune system, which monitors your inner work, can't keep up with the lack of energy for growth and repair. When all your energy is going out, I'm worried about this, worried about that, that's pissing me off, I'm freaked out about that, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do, I got to do this, I got to do that. There's no energy left for repair, growth, healing that your body so needs. So this is your reminder. Yes, when we get knocked out of chemical balance, which stress does, eventually that out of balance state becomes the norm in our body. As a result, we are destined to live out our genetic destiny, and in most cases that means suffering from some illnesses. The domino effect from the cascade of hormones and other chemicals we release in response to stress can dysregulate some of our genes, and that may create disease. In other words, repeated stress pushes the genetic buttons that cause us to begin to head towards our genetic destiny. You may have genetic markers for certain cancers or illnesses, but they do not have to be activated. It is stress, continuous stress, not taking care of your body properly, your emotional body, your physical body, your energetic body. that causes those to be activated, and then the stress response, the illness begins. That's what happens. We do not need to become ill. We do not need to go to decrease in health as we age. It is our thoughts and our beliefs that is true, and that is true for us and our environment and everybody around us. And it is also how we live our life. So we can change that. So let's start to change that now. Okay. That's why I do the breath work, right? That's why we want to learn ways to let go and release, to bring in the good, revitalizing, healing energy with that intention. That's what we're doing. As I breathe in, I am bringing in healing, rejuvenating energy into my body that nourishes my body. I'm helping my cells heal. I'm seeing my cells heal. I'm giving my body a chance to rest, recover, and heal. And as I exhale, I am releasing, I am letting go, I am replenishing, I am all of that. That is the intention with your breath, with the inhale and the exhale. Release, relax, let go, bring it all down to the center of the earth and dump it there. Inhale the loving, the light, the energetic, right? That's fueling and replenishing your cell. As you exhale, it's like a river's running through you, or a waterfall. It's washing away anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Just by doing that a few times a day will make a huge difference, because your body that then learns, oh, I get to relax. Oh, I get to let go. Oh, I get to just be in this beautiful breathing experience. All right, hand on your heart, closing your eyes. Divine healing intelligence, please embrace me with your gentle, soothing emerald light. Allow it to flow through every muscle, bone, and tissue in my body, softening, relaxing, and calming it. Help me find peace in the chaos that surrounds me. Inspire me to take time out for myself, to communicate with nature, and to revive by becoming aware of what is truly important. Allow me to find pleasure in the simple things, and to remember to appreciate what is valuable in my life. Thank you. As you breathe in new, rejuvenating, healing energy, as you exhale, so clear, 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 clear. I let it go. I release anything that doesn't serve me anymore. Anything from my physical body, my energetic body, my emotional body. I release it now. All right. Have an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.